G'day Bodgies and Widgies and welcome back to the channel. We've got some absolutely awesome new fish in today's video that I wanted to go ahead and share with you. Now in the time that I've been keeping aquariums, I've mostly always been attracted towards those larger, blander looking fish. As a matter of fact, the largest fish tank that I have in this room at the moment is dedicated to fish exactly like that. However, I've always had this infatuation with the domestic Ranchu Goldfish. And whilst I'm not necessarily a fan of a lot of the domestic species that are available in the aquarium hobby, a lot of those balloon fish or longfin fish, Ranchus fall exactly in that category, and for some reason I'm just pulled towards them. And I knew that if I was going to add more Ranchus into this aquarium, I wanted to go to one of the largest selections of Ranchu and fancy goldfish that are currently available in Australia, and that is LiveFish.com.au. Before we get into this video though, as always, let's quickly acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land and the people that are managing our land as well. But I say it's time we open up a box of really awesome Ranchus, and then I'll show you what we've added into this aquarium. Now in here we've got 5 large Ranchus, but I have no idea what color they are, which has got me so incredibly excited. But let's crack this open and see what's inside. Ah, this is new. Okay, I've been bamboozled. Always, I've been used to a rubber band tying this blue bag together. That's how many times I've ordered fish from LiveFish.com.au. This time it's actually been tied together in a knot. Let's see if my brain can comprehend this. This is taking a lot longer than it should. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, and already these are some jumbo bags. Let me take them all one out at a time and then I'll give you a closer look. And I also have no idea what colors they're gonna be. First up. Oh! It's another calico. How awesome. So Blip, my current calico, will have a nice little buddy. Look at the size of that fish, and it's got those reflective scales. Oh, yeah, awesome. Next up. Oh my God, it's like a koi. It's got the, like a tancho spot, like the red spot on its face, and then it's got one a little higher up on the body. I don't know what it is, but I really love those white-bodied Ranchus. Oh, that's so cool. I love that spot. Oh, he's adorable. Next up, oh, I think it might be another calico, and it is, but this one has a lot more orange towards it, and a really contrasting white belly. Oh, and just the curve of the back, the tail fins. Oh, these are some A-grade Ranchus. I love them. What have we got? Ooh, solid orange. Cool. I am missing a big solid orange Ranchu. And what's really cool is that it actually is more like a fader. It starts off as orange and then it fades to white. Or like a lighter gold, I guess. Last but not least, I think. Oh, look at that. This is sort of like Mario as well in the tank. Look at that one. He's got like just an orange face and then a white body. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I'm so happy with all of this. I never thought I'd be so excited over Ranchus. Look at me. Oh, I cannot wait to add them into the 4-foot. It'll be like my indoor pond. Cool. I'm going to get to acclimating these fish. I'm basically just going to do a nice temperature acclimation for probably around 15 minutes, and then we should be good to just release the Ranchus right in. Let's get to it.
"20 minutes later."
Now that the goldfish are acclimating, look at Blip and all the other goldfish like going up and investigating. They know that they've all got new friends. Oh, also, if you notice 2 like pond goldfish, those are just comets. I recently rescued them and I was just giving them for free. They've just been in the 4-foot aquarium chilling. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them, but they're just relaxing. And look at all of the existing Ranchus just going up and investigating, and these guys are ready to come out. Now, it's actually been a month since the Ranchus were added into this aquarium, and I have to say getting these fish has got to be one of the best decisions that I've made for this aquarium, purely because I wasn't entirely sure as to how the stocking would go in this aquarium. If you know me or if you've been following me for a while, I really do love my odd mixes in aquariums, and aside from the fish in this tank, which I'll touch on in just a bit, I also really love the way this aquarium looks. It's sort of like this big indoor goldfish pond tank kind of vibe, and I really do love the fact that these goldfish just add so much vibrancy and color into a fish room where most of the fish are pretty bland. Now, because all of these fish look so different, and I love the way that they are also individual in terms of their personalities as well, I actually have given them names based off their colors or their body shape or that sort of thing, and I'm not really one to name a lot of my fish as well. What I reckon we'll do is we'll go through each individual ranch or talk to you about its name, and if I'm still a little bit on the fence as to what I should call it, and so that way I can get your involvement and you can help me name some of these fish as well.
I'm sorry if this is really crisp, the audio in this voiceover, but it's just because I'm using my really fancy headset. However, the first Ranchu we're going to have a look at is Tancho. I absolutely love this fish. It's probably my favorite Ranchu out of the batch, and I'm calling it Tancho purely because of that beautiful orange spot that it has on its head. When we see it swim back around, you'll notice that its lips also do have a little highlight, so it's sort of like lipstick, and also that additional spot just off center up on the back near the midsection of the fish. So really love this fish, and just the contrast between white and orange is just totally stunning. The next fish is Pepperoni, my Calico Ranchu. You'll notice that Pepperoni hangs a lot around Blip, my other dark Kirin Calico, but the reason I called this fish Pepperoni is, well, one, pepper, it's got that peppered look, and also because it's orange and pepperoni, there's a little, like, red salami look. I don't know, I'm just letting my creativity run wild. But Pepperoni, the Calico Ranchu, I love having another Calico in the tank. The mix of colors is so nice. The third Ranchu is Tiger. Now, Tiger is a Ranchu that's actually changed quite a fair bit in color since I got him, and this is actually quite common, especially in these fancy goldfish that have multiple colors. Their colors will evolve as they age. However, just in the short few weeks that I've had Tiger, his coloration has actually become a lot more red than the original orange when I first unboxed him. I call him Tiger just because, I don't know, I see the red body and white belly, plus there's a little bit of black spotting and stripes here and there. It's kind of a stretch, but just having a really beautiful, vibrant red and white Ranchu with a little bit of black mixed in, I think Tiger is just a fitting name for this really bold and vibrant looking fish. The fourth Ranchu, this is Wagyu. I have no correlation between the name and the fish. I just wanted to name one of my Ranchus Wagyu, and I couldn't really think of any other name for this fish, so I was just like, you know what, I'll call it Wagyu. If any of you Bodgies and Widgies can think of a better name, feel free to let me know. However, for the moment, I'm just sticking with Wagyu, and Wagyu is a cow, if you're not aware. It's actually a type of meat cow, very expensive and very high in value. I guess these Ranchus fall under that category, don't they? And yeah, it just the whole bovine, bulky look. Wagyu it is. And the final Ranchu, this is Roger. Why Roger? I've got no idea. However, one of the Bodgies and Widgies that watch this channel, The World of Derek, who has an awesome page on Instagram documenting the life of Derek, the green horse face, was like, can you name one of your goldfish Roger? And I was like, absolutely. This fish didn't have a name, and I was like, Gold, Roger, they make perfect sense, don't they? So here we have Roger, the beautiful orange goldfish, and it's just a classic, stunning, big orange fish. Perfect. Oh, before we move on, I did want to give you an update on Blip, the original big Ranchu that I got from the last unboxing from LiveFish.com.au. Blip has settled into this aquarium so amazingly well. He's pretty much like the pack leader of all of the other goldfish, and he gets his name Blip because of those big inflatable blips, I would presume. One of my best friends named this fish, and that's just the justification or reasoning that I've given behind the name. I love this fish so much, definitely my favorite.
Now, I'm absolutely certain that some of you might have questions about the stocking in this aquarium, and let me quickly talk about that, because I think if you are considering to get Ranchus, then this is probably something that's very vital to know. These are actually a tropical type of fish. Whilst we always hear that goldfish are a cold water species, that probably comes more towards the comets or pond goldfish that we're used to. These more compacted body goldfish will actually prefer the warmer water, and that's purely because it takes a lot longer for them to digest food, their metabolism metabolism works a lot slower and they're actually a lot less active in cooler water temperatures. When you keep them in warmer water, digestion is faster, they're a lot more active, and risks of things like bloat or constipation are much, much lower because they're able to process food in their body a lot faster, and that's exactly what you want to do. So these would actually be a really great fish to go ahead and consider keeping in a tropical aquarium where the temperature is between 24 to 26 degrees. A lot of the other fish that I have in this tank, like my torpedo barbs, my whiptail catfish, and the assortment of smaller South American cichlids that I'm growing out for my 5-foot aquarium, will be perfectly fine to cohabitate with the goldfish as long as they're not out competing them or showing any direct aggression, which is not something that I'm facing at the moment. As a matter of fact, I actually don't really want to keep a lot of the fish in this tank, and they're purely growing out for my larger aquarium, and after that I'd like to just keep this as a Ranchu only aquarium, maybe even consider taking off the lid because Ranchus aren't much of a jumper, and I can have some really good riparian water plant growth. So a lot of those pond plants, and you could really make this into an indoor pond style of tank, which is the long-term plan that I have. Over the course of my aquarium journey and this YouTube channel, I've lost count as to how many times I've placed an order on LiveFish.com.au. I've bought that many fish off them. However, this time is probably the most nervous I've ever been, purely because 1, it's being recorded, and 2, I have no idea what these fish would look like, and I'm not one to fake a reaction. I'm way too expressive for that. If I like something, I will be through the roof, and if I don't like it, I will repulse immediately. However, I was so genuinely happy with all of these fish and how each and every single one of them was a different color, which is exactly what you want when you get an assorted box of fish, right? So incredibly happy with that. And for someone like me who was going to university twice a week, work 3 times a week, and then making YouTube videos on the weekend, finding time to actually go to an aquarium store and pick out the fish that I want is pretty hard. I don't really have that much time to go and actually do the travel, see if they have the fish, and if they don't, I'm coming back home empty-handed, and it's just a complete waste of time for me. However, being able to browse to an active catalog that's updated every single day of aquarium fish that are for sale on livefish.com.au makes my job so much more easier, because I can have a look, see what sales are going on, what deals there are. There are really awesome multi-purchase deals as well, and all of the fish that are up there for sale are currently in stock, which is so awesome. And the livefish.com.au team have actually provided an exclusive discount code if you're after really awesome fancy goldfish yourself. The code is BODGIE for October, so BODGIE OCT23, and that will give you 10% off all goldfish up until the end of October. You'll also get free shipping, so it's a really awesome deal that you don't want to miss out on, and I really hope you enjoy any goldfish that you get, and feel free to let me know in the comment section down below if you do actually end up making a purchase and you get your beautiful little goldies. However, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see future updates of these fish, and if you've got any names, feel free to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments as well. Consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so already, and thank you so much for all the support that you've been giving to the channel recently. As always, stay happy, stay safe, stay Aussie Australian. Bodgie out.